In a galaxy shaped by war, prophecy, and power, two philosophies stand at the heart of it all: the Jedi and the Sith. But beyond the lightsaber duels and dramatic force powers lies a deeper truth, one rooted in how each side understands and uses the Force itself. Welcome to Star Wars Academy. Today we're going to be analyzing the core differences of the Jedi and the Sith, assessing their relationship with the Force. The Sith do not merely use the Force, they attempt to dominate it. For the Sith, the Force is a tool, a means to exert their will upon the galaxy. Their philosophy is rooted in control, conquest, and the belief that strength brings freedom. Sith teachings emphasize passion, emotion, and personal empowerment. The dark side enhances the user physically, making them faster, stronger, and more deadly. From Force lightning to Force choke, Sith powers are often aggressive, externalized, and deeply physical. But it goes deeper. Sith alchemy, a dark science of the Force, lets them reshape life itself, twisting flesh, forging monsters, and altering the very fabric of nature. They don't just influence the galaxy, they remake it, forging abominations of life such as the Sith Leviathan. This hunger to control, however, comes at a cost. Prolonged use of the dark side leaves a physical mark, including but not limited to pale skin, sunken features, and yellow eyes. The corruption isn't just spiritual, it's biological and physical. The dark side consumes the user. In contrast, the Jedi see the Force as not something to be controlled, but something to be harmonized with. They seek balance, not dominance, to let the Force guide them rather than bend it to their will. The Jedi live by restraint. Their powers reflect a philosophy of mindfulness, healing, sensing, and protecting. Even when they use the Force for physical actions like jumping great heights or deflecting blaster bolts, it's done through harmony, not forcefulness. The Jedi embrace the mystical. Meditation, visions, and a deep sense of interconnection define their path. To them, the Force is a living energy flowing through all things, and the goal is not to alter the galaxy, but to understand it. At their core, the difference is philosophical. The Sith command the Force while the Jedi commune with it. One reshapes the galaxy by imposing their will, the other flows with the galaxy, adapting and preserving. When we place the Jedi and the Sith philosophies side by side, we're not just looking at different Force powers, we are seeing two entirely different worldviews. Let's break them down point by point. Regarding the Force itself, to the Sith the Force is a weapon, raw energy to be bent, molded, and used. It's something to be conquered. They believe that the Force exists to serve those strong enough to wield it. To the Jedi, the Force is a guide, a current to follow, not a chain to pull. It's not about making the galaxy submit to your vision, but listening for the galaxy's deeper truth. For the role of emotion, regarding Sith, passion is power. Anger sharpens the blade. Fear fuels control. The Sith embrace their emotions, believing that they are the source of strength. For the Jedi, emotions are acknowledged, but not obeyed. A Jedi must learn to observe their feelings without being ruled by them. Peace, serenity, clarity. These are the tools of a Jedi. About power and identity, the Sith see power as defining themselves. The self, the individual ego, is the center of their universe. Who you are is what you can dominate, control, or overcome. The Jedi seek to transcend the self. Individual identity dissolves into a larger whole. The Jedi see themselves as a vessel for the Force, not the master of it. Regarding the nature of change, the Sith see change as something to be engineered. The Sith impose change through will and domination. They believe that without conflict, progress is impossible. The Jedi view change as a part of the natural rhythm of the universe. They adapt, observe, and act in accordance with the balance of the living force. In essence, the Sith philosophy is rooted in separation, me versus the galaxy in a sense. The Jedi philosophy is rooted in unity, me with the galaxy. One demands submission, the other surrenders to connection. And that core contrast defines everything from the Force abilities to the way that these individuals live and die. While the Sith are about imposing change, the Jedi are about embracing it. One reaches outward while the other turns inward. Both believe that they are achieving truth just through opposite paths. So why does this ancient battle still resonate with us so deeply? Because the divide between Jedi and Sith mirrors the choices that we face every single day. Today, we're surrounded by messages telling us to dominate our surroundings. Grind harder, crush your competition, never settle. Whether it's careers, politics, or even in social media, there's an unspoken Sith mindset. If you don't take control, you'll be left behind. And just like the Sith, the cost of that constant domination can be physical and spiritual burnout, detachment from others, and even from ourselves. On the other hand, the Jedi echoes mindfulness, spiritual traditions, and even philosophies like Taoism or Stoicism. It's about aligning with something greater than yourself, whether that's nature, community, or a deepening sense of purpose. In a world that rewards speed, power, and noise, the Jedi ask us to slow down, to listen, to breathe, and to trust. The truth is, we all carry a bit of the Jedi and the Sith within us. Every time we choose between control or compassion, ego or empathy, force or flow, we're echoing that ancient divide. The Force may not be real, but the philosophies behind it, they're more relevant now than ever. This clash isn't just about light and dark, it's about how we deal with power. Do we seek to control what we fear? Or do we trust in something greater than ourselves? Whether we're drawn to the ambition of the Sith or the serenity of the Jedi, this conflict reflects something timeless: how we choose to engage with forces that shape our lives, control or surrender, will or wisdom. If you enjoyed this dive into Star Wars philosophy, subscribe for more explorations of the Force, galactic history, and the deeper meanings behind your favorite stories from a galaxy far, far away. May the Force be with you.